I'm Mandy with Butterfly Petals, and I have been serving the Valley Wedding Market since 2005. Well, I am forever in debt to the beautiful Miss Stevie Nicks. She has been my inspiration my entire life. And I dress like her, I listen to her constantly, so my personal style definitely has sort of a gypsy, hippie vibe. And I think that carries through into my work. I will work with beautiful, soft floral, but I'm going to pair it with something edgy and funky to give it some texture and some movement, so it's a little more layered and a little more eclectic. I think that the bridal bouquet is probably the most important element of your wedding day because you're going to spend the most time with it. So I always encourage my clients to, if they're looking at pictures on Instagram or they're looking at pictures on Pinterest, focus on that bouquet first. Kind of get an idea of, you don't have to know flower types. You don't have to know, oh, I want this many roses, I want this color. Just start to get an idea of what you're drawn to. Is it a big bouquet? Is it movement? And don't be afraid to step outside of a perfectly structured bouquet that's just roses or just greenery. We can mix in texture and elements, and you don't have to know flower types because that's kind of what I do. So just get an idea of, do you like a bouquet because it's big? Do you like a bouquet because it's got a lot of movement to it? Do you like a bouquet with a lot of greenery? And once we kind of get those elements down, we can really customize things for you based on season, based on color, based on texture. But knowing that, you know, my design prowess is going to be a little bit more on the wild, unstructured side of things, that's where I'm always going to try to gravitate. I think one of the biggest unknowns when you're working with your wedding and you're trying to come up with budgets and trying to figure out what you want for your floral, whether you have an unlimited large budget, whether you have a tight budget, is that floral is a little bit of an unknown. And one of the reasons it is because there's just such a huge range of flower types that are available to you, and at all budgets and price points. So if you're drawn to really high-end floral, your designer should be honest and upfront with you so that you know that as you bring those inspiration pictures, the flowers that you're showing them are going to be on the high-end side of things. And your quote's probably going to come in a little bit on the higher side. And there's nothing wrong with that. Now, if you aren't particularly tied to any flower type, that almost puts you in a better position because that means that you can trust your designer to really mix and match and pull in things that are going to show off the personality and the look and feel that you're going for. And they're going to talk about which pieces are more important to you, whether it's that bouquet, whether it's a large, lush ceremony arch, or whether nothing else matters as long as you have over-the-top towering centerpieces. And wherever you want to put the focus of your budget, that's where those really important flowers should go. And I always encourage people to start with the bouquet because you're going to spend the most time with it. One of the trends that I'm seeing a lot of is sort of this arrival of nude colors. So very muted tones, floral, like this is a toffee rose. He's sort of a beigey terracotta color, very soft. And you're also going to start seeing a lot of dried product, a lot of preserved floral, and you're going to start seeing a lot of bleached preserved floral. This is a flower called umbrella fern that's been chemically bleached and preserved. And you're going to start seeing that a lot more in pieces. And you're going to see things like pampas grass is going to continue, stuff like that. So those really textural elements are going to stick around, which I love because I think the more texture, the better. Currently, I would say some of my favorite flowers to work with are flowers like Banksia or Protea. They come from mostly New Zealand, we import them. And I love them for the fact that they are so very textural, and they're desert flowers, so they look right at home in our desert. So incorporating them with succulents and cactus is just a natural fit. Ultimately, that wedding day is a beautiful celebration of the two of you, and it really should reflect you guys. If you are a free spirit and you love something funky and wild, then go for it.